Rusty Quill presents.
Welcome to Ain't Slayed Nobody. This is an actual play podcast intended for adults, and may contain material that some people find disturbing. Please see the episode notes for content warnings, and listen with care. Hey y'all, this is Cup reminding you that we are on Patreon. We just completed our long-running World War II Cthulhu series, The Meat Trade, with Scott Dorward, so that is all ready for you to binge. We're also doing early drops of all of our improv videos and our Cosmic Dark campaign with Graham Walmsley. That's amazing, so don't miss out. This is a great community, and we'd love for you to join. Most of all, you're helping to support our show. You can sign up right now at patreon.com/ain'tslayed. That's patreon.com/ain'tslayed. Thank you.
Strap in. You're in the race with F1 TV Premium. See what the race director sees with custom multi-view. Watch every jaw-dropping moment in live 4K UHD. Across up to 6 screens, uninterrupted. Experience ultimate live immersion with F1 TV Premium. Available on selected devices.
Come on down to Boost Mobile and turn your tax refund into 6 months of savings?
Nope, all wrong. You're on the radio touting Boost Mobile's 5G network. You gotta use your radio voice, like this. Come on down to Boost Mobile and get 6 months free when you buy 6 months on our best unlimited plans. Now you go.
This is just how my voice sounds.
Just say it like you mean it.
Okay.
Plus, enter to win up to $10,000 and double your tax refund.
Oh my.
Requires upfront payment, taxes and fees extra. Terms and exclusions apply. Visit boostmobile.com for full offer terms and sweeps details.
Do you remember the brand that popped up while you were scrolling your social feed? No? But I bet you remember who sponsors your favorite podcast. That's because 74% of listeners recall the brands they hear when listening to podcasts. If you want your business to be top of mind, podcast advertising with Acast is the way to go. Book your campaign today by visiting go.acast.com/ads.
Previously on Bleeker Trails. It all started with Otis Bleeker's medicine show hiring an odd bunch of misfits, including a strong man with a past and a magician with secrets of his own. The job? Travel the frontier, draw a crowd, and make a little coin. But things took a turn in Junction, Texas with a rat problem. Except these weren't normal rats. There were too many, and they were too bloodthirsty. Then came College Station. The job could have been simple, a little jailbreak and get out. Instead, they found an opium-addled clown, a maze of tunnels, and more rats. Oh, and a murderous butcher named Cody. Someone, or something, was using them, and they barely made it out on stolen horses. Now Julius, Eli, and Silas have reached Edgewater, where Pinky sent them to find an associate of Bleeker. It's a fishing town at the edge of the Gulf, where the sea has turned against the people. Something lurks in the mist. Something with teeth.
Good afternoon. Oh, that's nice and loud. Yes. Hello, Edgewater. Thank you, yes.
Pay the RC.
Right. Please, thank you.
Kill it, you bastard!
I see we're in high spirits tonight, even in the face of adversity. Good evening, citizens of Edgewater. As your mayor, I come before you cap in hand, sharing in the heavy heart our town bears. The sea has turned treacherous, claiming more of our boats, but we stand together, resolute in these trying times.
It just come out the phone! What do we do?
Now hold fast, Edgewater. I assure you the situation is well in hand, and the people behind this cruel hoax will soon be brought to justice. Yes, what we're dealing with is nothing but a charade, and I, for one, don't fault you, the good, honest, simple folks, for swallowing it hook, line, and sinker. These days may seem bleaker, but make no mistake, there's mischief afoot, and I shall not be having it. Will you stop throwing things?
Hunt it down! Yeah!
I'm trying to help you! Back! Everyone get back!
burn me down.
We're sort of pulling up to the edge of town where we can see it off in the distance.
We're edging in Edgewater.
But we're edging in Edgewater. We're not quite there yet. We've still got a little bit further to go. I've been meaning to ask you, gentlemen. When first we met, your appearance indicated that perhaps some things had happened.
We had a rat problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Because we had one of those as well in Junction. Were you there? Wait. Are you serious? There was a rat problem?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess, I don't know if this is the same rat problem. But...
I doubt very much it was the same one.
I don't know. It was a pretty messed up rat problem.
Okay, you relate to me your extermination process.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, there was some pretty big rats, right? And we just had to handle them. That explains the blood. This is rat blood, if you look closely.
Yes, it looked like rat's blood to me. I thought when I first saw it, that certainly rat's blood, perhaps weasel blood at the worst.
Much different than human blood. Yes.
Yes, weasel, rat, small hamster, anything like that.
Yes, blood of the rodent. Let's move on.
Like he was saying, lots of rats, lots of blood.
Where were these rats?
Underground, to be honest.
Why?
Coming out of barrels.
Where were you? Were you underground?
We weren't not underground.
This rat's name was Cody.
The rat's name?
He was one of them. That one got away.
Lots of rats got away.
Yeah.
Lots of rats didn't, as evidenced by
gestures at entirety of self covered in blood.
Is any of that Cody?
We can't prove that it's not Cody.
You know what? Maybe we should just keep going on to Edgewater.
Well, what happened with your rats?
By comparison, I think what we had was run-of-the-mill rats.
Did these rats ever explode?
All right, well, it's been a long ride to Edgewater, and it's a small fishing port that's sort of cradled by the Galveston Bay. From here, you can see the bustle that's happening on the cobbled streets, and the harbor's kind of gleaming beneath a setting sun. You hear a chorus of seagulls and ship bells and hagglers calling out. It's all kind of welcoming to you as carnival folk, like a familiar old song. And you've all been to Galveston, right?
I'm assuming Galveston's smell hasn't changed much in 200 years.
Primary Galveston smell, if I'm remembering correctly, is coconut oil being spread on very large bodies.
And dead fish.
Lots of dead fish.
Oh, dead fish for sure.
Refinery smell. And salt water.
And a lot of fried fish where you're sure that fish was not even caught on the Gulf Coast.
No, they imported that shit.
Remind me again what we're looking for.
You're looking for Salvatore Barbosa. He's a fisherman, some sort of contact of Professor Bleeker's. At least that's what Pinky told you. And you're supposed to seek him out, meet with him, and maybe assist him if you can.
Okay, well, if we believe that he's a fisherman, then I assume we're going to take whatever is the main road that we're on towards the shore. Right, guys? Does that?
Yeah.
That seems... Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah. Fishermen, go to the water.
And do you want to continue riding in on your horses?
Yeah, 3 abreast across the road.
Blurred by the heat and
Yeah, with those waves coming off the street. Yeah.
All right. The afternoon sun's hanging low as you're heading into the commercial heart of town. It's near closing time for the local shops, and you see the last loaves of bread from a place called Walker's Bakery are on discount in the window. There's sort of brackish tang wafting from Old Greg's Fish and Tackle. You hear the sharp report of a gun being tested. It's ringing out from a spot called the Buck Stop. All the general stores are kind of peddling wares to the last few stragglers of their market day. And at the tail end of the main street, the charm of these shops gives way to a really industrial feel of large warehouses. Dock workers are shouting as they're hauling up barrels of the Gulf's bounty, and everything ends in this lively barter at the warehouse doors.
So we're going to Old Greg's?
I'd like to go to Old Greg's.
I mean, it sounds like we're going to Old Greg's.
Sure, if you want to check that out. The peeling shop door will squeal as you wake a decrepit old man with large eyes. He was hard at sleep behind the small cluttered counter. The walls at his back are a shrine to his seafaring glory days, and you see trophy fish and yellowed newspaper articles. There's a taste of tobacco smoke clinging to the air. And around you, faded boxes jostle for space with poles and reels and tackle, but the three of you can manage to squeeze in.
Might I assume, sir, that you are Old Greg?
I am old, and my name is definitely Greg, and you found me in a shop called Old Greg's Tackle and Bait, so it stands to reason. But please, just call me Greg.
Greg, you don't look as old as I expected by the name on the sign.
The worms are a penny for a handful. That's the cheapest you'll get. I'm not giving you discounts for compliments, no matter how charming or tall. So very tall you are.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I am tall. Yes, I eat a lot.
Right, well, are you into worms? Or would you like to see my tackle boxes instead? Oh, we stock quite the assortment.
Friend, we know that the day is getting long. I don't want to waste any of your time. We're looking for a gentleman by the name of Barbosa. You wouldn't happen to know him or where I could find him or someone who knows him?
I do know Barbosa, but I haven't seen him in a few weeks, though.
Captain of the Black Pearl, yes?
Captain? He's never worn the hat, far as I know, but he does work on the boats. He's a fidgety little chap, yeah? Nervous as a shrimp on a hot pan.
What do you mean by nervous?
He don't feel comfortable in his own skin, I'd say.
None of us do, am I right? How tall would you say he is? I assume about the size of my friend Julius here?
No, he's probably about, your height.
He points to Silas.
He's a short fucker, okay.
What's your business here? You ain't from around here, far as I can tell. Don't mean to pry. I just don't see many new faces at the docks.
Oh, yes, we're here on business, looking to scout locations for a show we may bring to town.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that it does.
You keep on eyeing up my polls. I hope you've got money. I'm not just going to hand them out.
Are you calling us thieves?
My friend, I assure you that I would not take anything in an untoward fashion. And if I did, and Eli produces a quarter between his fingers, I assure you that I would pay you. And he puts it into Greg's outstretched hand, but then with a flourish of his hand, the quarter is in neither of their hands.
Huh? Oh, I see. Yes, that certainly makes you seem more trustworthy.
And Eli just winks at him and walks out of the shop.
Well, goodbye, I suppose. Is there anything you two want to buy? If you buy some, I could put in a good word with Mayor Kirk. you'll need to pitch to him if you're thinking about setting up a show.
Where would we find Mayor Kirk? Where does he usually hang out?
Don't see him very often. I imagine he's holed up in that grand house of his. Biggest one in Edgewater. Oh, you can't miss it.
Is he a drinking man? Does he smoke? Does he know where to get drugs?
Yes, to all of that. This is Edgewater. Now that you mention it, if the mayor's not brooding in his mansion, he might be aboard the Amber Rose, where the rich folks play at night. You ever set foot on a paddle steamer? She's a sight to behold.
Just got here. Let's say we're not affluent, and we're starting to feel feelings, and we don't want to feel those feelings. Where do we go for that?
Well, there's the chum bucket down the way. You might even find Barbosa drowning in grog down there.
Okay.
But I reckon you'd have better luck at the fish markets. The folks down there trade in more than just seafood, if you catch my drift.
The chum bucket.
That's what I said. It's a stinking pit of painted ladies and drunken souls. Not for the likes of you in those fine clothes, but if you're inclined to toss the dice or sing a sailor shanty, there's no livelier place in town. Just mind your pockets.
It's loud and it smells like semen.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
Have I mentioned my worms? Oh, garden variety special this week. Prime for fishing.
Yeah, we'll actually take some worms.
That's the spirit, London. You take anything that is offered to you in this game and you put it in your pockets.
What? Really? Well then, let me get you a paper poke. Here you are now. Mind your fingers, they like to nip. I feed 'em my special muck. Makes 'em feisty. Don't it, my pretties? Yes, it does. That'll be 1 penny, fine sir.
A penny? You know what? That sounds reasonable to me. As Julius takes a penny, hands it to him.
He passes over this rustling parcel after he takes a bite of the coin like a true merchant. And Eli, you were waiting outside.
He was still within earshot. He was just standing outside the door.
Give me a spot hidden as you're watching this exchange through the grime of old Greg's shop window.
Hard success. What am I seeing in here?
You'll notice an odd collection of shelves there on the back wall. It's a shrine of sorts covered in sea-worn trinkets and carved tokens of wood above scrawled messages. There are a bunch of hats that once belonged to sailors. They're tacked in a kind of solemn array next to faded photos and ruined crab pots.
Would it be reasonable for Eli to surmise that this is possibly some sort of tribute to sailors who've been lost?
You'd need to go back inside to be able to read the messages, but it's a reasonable assumption.
Eli just walks in without any particular flourish or fanfare.
Julius and Silas, you'll see Eli picking his way through the shop, kind of pushing boxes aside to make a path to the back wall. And Chuck, I need an intelligence roll for Eli. See if you can learn any more from the shrine.
Okay. That's an extreme success.
Oh, nice. You closely examine these whittled figures that are nestled among the photographs, and most of them are these grotesque ocean nightmares, kind of like bristling with tentacles and gnashing teeth, but a few do take more human-like forms. And Eli can deduce from the inscriptions that there's this special patron called the Old Sea Witch, and it looks like sailors come here to make her offerings. I guess so they don't end up as another picture on this wall.
Okay.
Would I be able to glean if, like, maybe this is like suggesting that this is intertwined, like they're missing at sea because of this mythology? Is that a okay connection to make?
So did Julius, like, kind of follow Eli back to the wall then?
Yeah, I mean, Julius would like to check that out for sure if he didn't.
Okay, yeah, so Julius is heading back to where Eli's standing and can pick out that some of the offerings are carvings of shipwrecks. As he holds one up for a closer look, he's going to notice crude limbs of this kraken-like creature that are twisting through the hole. So perhaps, if not appeased, the sea witch will pull you into the depths.
Oi, leave that be. It's not for the like of your lot. You already got the best of my worms. Be off with you.
I've heard rumors about this. Do you know anything specific about what's going on out there?
The sea, man. She's a tempest in the dark. Unforgiving to the last. Sailors drift into my shop to offer what they can. It's an ugly affair you have with the sea. She's a tragic lover at heart. Fierce and fickle. Never turn your back on her, lads. No matter how sweet she sings to you. If you've wandered dockside, you've heard plenty of sorrowful tales of the sea.
No, that was going to be our next stop.
Make sure you be polite. We've lost good men. The community's patience wears thin as old sails. Oh, and the mayor, mayor. He's no anchor in the storm. It's good for a smile and a hand wave. Yes, how do you do, how do you do? Yes, while our boats are torn apart.
I'm sorry, torn apart? By waves?
Could be. Could be dashed on the rocks, yeah. Could be something else. Nobody really knows.
Has there been any talk of the sea witch?
He studies Julius for a moment before he begins to talk again.
She's an old fishwife's tale, she is. No more than drunken sightings and a siren's wet fart. There's nothing to tell. Drowning men will pray for anything that might save them, be it a fanciful sea witch or their mama's teeth.
Can I psychology that? I know it's a low chance, but I would like to.
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh, it was close. Should I spend 6 luck on this?
Well, Eli or Silas could try, but it's going to be like a pushed roll.
All right. I'll spend it. I'll do that to pass with a 10.
Okay, old Greg looks a little nervous when speaking about the sea witch. His eyes kind of dart back and forth between you all and the wall. He's covering it pretty well, but you do see fear there.
I've done a lot of reading on, different folk tales, old wives' tales, tales in general. I just thought I would ask. I know it might be a touchy subject.
Touchy? Fucking touchy? I thought we were friends, and now you're grilling me over this? That was a gesture to our community's grief, you bastard!
No? Well, all right.
Think we're gonna head to the docks, middle-aged Greg.
Yes. And, if you need old Greg's help, you know where to come. But right now, I need to close up shop.
Should we go find what's-his-butt?
I don't think we're gonna find Barbosa. If old Greg said he hadn't seen him in a week, we're hearing tales of people not coming back from the sea. Motherfucker might be dead.
There might be remains at the docks.
Oh, I see. So we're thinking Barbosa may have got Ed alive?
Something ate him in the sea. And when I heard sea witch, that's where,
Yeah, let's go to the docks and see if maybe we have any eyewitnesses.
He could be the aforementioned chum in the bucket.
Well, you are going to slip by a tavern called the Chum Bucket as you get to the docks.
Sometimes you slip in the chum bucket. We've all been there.
What are you going to do?
So once you slip out onto the docks...
No, can you stop?
I can't. And you're getting into the main fray now. You're going to see around 24 fishermen and dock workers, and they're being riled up by a woman who's standing on an upturned crate. Her voice is fighting to be heard against the sea.
Definitely wanting to listen in on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Silas is going to sneak his way into the middle of that crowd. I'm just going to get right up in it because that's my shit. Like, I'm going to get right in there.
Nice.
And Eli will be slinking off to the evening shadows in the hopes that nobody even noticed he was anywhere nearby. Like over against a building.
I think the only one that's going to have a tough time sneaking in is Julius.
Yeah, for sure.
What? He's discreet.
Not sneaky or Dexy at all.
He's gigantic.
He's a discreet 290 pounds of muscle.
Right. In purple.
Yeah, everyone around you all seems angry. They're really captivated by this woman's words. And now you're close enough to hear.
There we were in the dead of night, with nothing around but the sound of the lapping waves, when these lanterns came out of the deep gloom of the water. My boys were shouting then, leaning out over the sides for a better look. One screamed out. It was the Kraken. Right before the whole boat was lifted into the night sky and slammed down. I could still hear their cries. That was the last that I saw, my boys. I barely made it back alive. Something is out there hunting us as we hunt the fish. Our boats are sunk, our blood lost, our livelihoods destroyed, and yet that fat bastard mayor sits on his money and refuses to pay the bounty for this thing's head. We've all lost someone. We should force him to pay Gil what he's asking. We have bled enough.
Are the remains of her ship anywhere, like, clearly to be seen? Like, is there, just some beat up old ship there that we can look at?
Not in the immediate area, but you do see what looks like a dockyard in the distance, if you were to walk further down the dock.
Right on. It just sounds like she just got back to me, so I was curious.
And this crowd is growing as more people come out of the fish market.
Yum. What's the crowd doing?
Silas, you would know this better than anyone, I guess, given your history, but this scene feels like it's on the brink of a riot for Edgewater.
Okay. Yeah, so, like, my options are we could either, like, calm this down and glean information, or I could rile this crowd up and we can go fuck the mayor's world. And I'm trying to figure out...
Which is interesting, since we know nothing about the mayor. He might be the good guy for all we know.
Nah, the mayor's never the good guy. What story is the mayor good?
The speech seems to be coming to an end, and the crowd kind of falls into a murmur. Another sailor will take up the box to speak as that woman steps down.
Okay. Did she join the crowd, or did she slink off?
She walked off to the side of the crowd, but you can see her packing up a bag.
Okay, so Silas is going to go right over to her. Are you coming, Eli?
Yeah, but I'll let you take lead on that conversation. I'm just going to be sort of hovering around.
Yeah, you find her under one of the fish market awnings, kind of in the shadows.
So I'm gonna walk up and it's like, just, it sounds like the seas are rough.
That's an understatement. You thinking about going out?
No, we came looking for a specific sailor, but from what I'm hearing, it doesn't sound like he made it back.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm Meryl McCreary. What can I do for you?
You're Meryl McCreary. It's nice to meet you. I'm Silas Jacobsen. I too know what it's like to lose people. How many were on your crew?
It was just me and my boys. The three of us.
Just you and your boys, your sons?
My sons, aye.
Oh, when I heard you say your boys, I thought you meant a whole crew of... Tell me about this Kraken.
If I'm honest, I only saw the lights before I was knocked out. The whole sea glowed with this eerie light. It made my skin crawl. The water was so still. I knew they were dead when I came to. Just slipped under the water. I wasn't there to save them.
Where's your ship now?
Oh, it's over at the shipwright, probably being scrapped.
Ma'am, if you don't mind my asking, could you tell me who Gil is?
Gil, the Aussie. Well, he might be full of shite, but folks say he's a famous shark hunter. He says he could take this Kraken on, but I hear he's asking a lot to risk his boat and crew. The mayor doesn't seem interested in paying.
How much is he asking?
No idea. You'll have to ask the mayor.
Is he serious? Is he seriously someone capable of doing this? Would he be?
Holy shit. Look at the size of you.
I like that that's sort of like a thing that has to happen in every conversation. Is everybody's like, fuck me, you are big.
Sorry. I've been here this whole time. Yes. Hello. Yes, I am. I do work out. I'm a strong man.
All right, Wes, you could give me a psychology roll for Silas as you're speaking to Meryl McCreary.
Okay, that's fine. No, please work. Hell yeah, successful psychology roll. Let's go.
Nice, yeah. It seems like for the most part she believes what she's saying, but you are getting the sense that maybe she's exaggerated, like, the details.
Well, that's understandable if somebody's just been through a trauma.
Yeah, she's just lost her sons.
Tell me, is this Gil around? Could we talk with him?
Oh, sure he is. He'll be gambling on the Amber Rose by now.
And she points over to this large docked paddle boat.
Ma'am, I understand you have a great deal on your mind, and I respect that. But real quickly, if I may just ask, do you happen to know the whereabouts of Mr. Barbosa?
I don't know the name Barbosa. Check the market. They know everybody.
Okay, let's check the market.
As the market's doors swing open, this stench of fish assaults your senses. You get swallowed up by this cavernous space. It's a maze of, well, kind of dwindling commerce. It is near closing time. But some stalls do remain stocked with a selection of seafood. Melting ice mountains and salt piles are standing between you and the hustle of the fishmongers. And they'll call out to you when they notice. Each of them's trying to earn some business. In fact, one of them's going to thrust a glistening snapper underneath your nose. Smell that? Fresh, right?
Do you have any black drum?
Let's see what I got. It doesn't look like it. I got what I got, which isn't a lot. Hey, Tommy, my man here's looking for some black drum.
Wow, we got all sorts of tasty fuckers to titillate those taste buds. Snapper, redfish, grouper, eels. I'm gonna make an end-of-day special just for you lot. Half price for the halibut.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask this guy. Excuse me, I appreciate your fish and whatever else. I'm looking for a gentleman by the name of Salvatore Barbosa.
Salvatore? Why would you be asking for the likes of him? I've got a sense you don't know him too well, and he don't like strangers. None of us do.
I have a message for him. I've been tasked with finding him.
A message, is that right? You walk in here with a dwarf and that big bastard. That's some message you're sending.
He's a friend of ours, and we're looking to help him out.
Old friends, I'm sure. Well, if that's the case, what does he look like?
He's a short gentleman. He's not unlike the height of my friend here.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's about right. I'll tell you what, go back to Sammy. Those two are knit tighter than a fish's arsehole. Hey, Sammy, what you sending them and me for? They're looking for Salvatore.
All right, I'll go down to Sammy.
All right, there's Sammy. He's now elbows deep in blue crab. The claws are kind of clacking away among the ice chips.
Excuse me, Sammy. Let me cut to the short here. I'm going to make a deal with you here because I am very interested in some blue crab, and I think that we could really make a fantastic deal. But the trouble is that I cannot even begin to make this sale until you can help me find the location of my good friend Salvatore Barbosa.
Yeah, I'll let you try a fast talk.
All right, that's an extreme success. With a 13.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You buy 3 pounds of this beautiful blue crab and then we can talk.
I will buy 1 pound of blue crab, and then we will absolutely talk.
He's not too pushy on an extreme success.
Exactly.
You know what? You drive a hard bargain, but I'll make an exception for you.
And I'm going to take the blue crab, and I'm going to turn to the 2 guys and say, are either of you interested in some blue crab?
Watch the claws.
Okay, and so Julius is saying no. Silas?
Yeah, I'll eat it. Fuck it.
Cook it first. Whoa.
All right, I'm just literally going to throw it to him, toss it underhand to him.
He's going to catch it, crush it, and eat it.
And it is a live crab. Please, Silas, if you would please cook that first. I cannot have you with the trots all week.
All right, gentlemen. Well, Tommy seems to think you're okay, so I'll save you some time and walk you down to Salvatore myself. Besides, I could use a smoke.
I will take your word for it. Lead the way.
Sammy leads you around the back of the fish market through these alleys that are littered with broken barrels and discarded nets. The clatter of rats almost seems to lead the way until you reach Warehouse 9. Sammy pauses at the side door, looking around kind of warily at the long dusk shadows, and he's going to silently beckon you to follow him as he slips through the entrance.
Eli has slid one of his throwing knives out of his sleeve, and it's in the palm of his hand.
Absolute good move.
All right, let me just roll something for Sammy real quick.
I'm just gonna roll something, and don't you worry none about it. Don't you worry about these subtle, quiet rolls going on.
He failed.
Good. He failed at what exactly?
He doesn't notice your knife come out.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And he heads deeper into the shadows of the warehouse. From the state of it, it seems to be a packaging warehouse. There's like barrels of salted fish stacked as high as the rafters. And you follow Sammy weaving through crates of fresh fish waiting to be gutted. The light dims the further you go. It's straining through these filth-smeared windows that are high above. And you finally reach the back rooms nearest the docks. There on the killing floor, you can make out giant sharks and groupers suspended by chains. And beyond them, a figure lurks. Barbosa! Barbosa! You there? I got friends with me. Tommy thinks they're legit. Yeah. Who are they? This man with a really sickly pallor shuffles out from the shadows. From the sorry state of him, he looks like he's been attacked. 3 fingers are missing from his left hand, and it's swollen and purple.
We've been sent here by your friend, Bleeker.
You're men of Bleeker?
We're the men of Bleeker.
Men of Bleeker.
All right, well, which one of you's Pinky?
Oh, Pinky was unable to join us.
Who the fuck is Pinky? Oh, Pinky.
He sends his regards.
Oh, does he? Well, how do I know you are who you say you are? Did he send a note? Since he couldn't be bothered to come here himself.
Did he send a note? I don't remember.
And what did he give us?
Oh, Pinky did read a note from Bleeker to Eli before he slipped it into your coat pocket, let's say.
Yeah.
And Sammy's going to speak up. Well, I made introductions. I'll get back to my stall. He's wincing at the sight of Barbosa.
Sammy, one more thing, and I assume this goes without saying that you saw nothing.
Oh, I understand what's at stake better than most. Don't fuck this up. I've done what I can to help. Sammy disappears back into the central warehouse as Barbosa comes closer, trying to size you up. Forgive me, I'm all out of trust at the moment.
Well, here is what Pinky did give us, and I'll show him the thing.
He snatches that with his good hand and kind of inspects it, turning it over a few times.
We are here for you to tell us what exactly the problem is.
Oh, I sort of assumed someone would have told you that.
Yeah, we all expect a lot out of Pinky, and we're all disappointed continuously.
There have always been rumors about something that lives deep down in the heart of the bay. A monster, a sea witch's curse, or maybe just a great whale. But it was the lights. When the lights started to dance across the fog, those rumors became real for many of us. In knowing your boss Bleeker would pay good money for the truth of the thing, I started to take an interest and watched the bay night after night. It took a lot of waiting around, but then it happened. People emerging from the surf and onto the beaches like they were going for a stroll. I don't know where they came from, but I followed them expecting smugglers. They spoke in this strange sea cant. I got sloppy. They spotted me as I watched them climb up the side of the Amber Rose, and one chased me down. Ugly git with a flat face. You know, we tussled. I gave him my best, but he bit my fucking fingers off, and his teeth were like needles. I managed to get away, but I've been hiding out ever since. Something's not right here, and you need to find out what. There's this, too. He hobbles over to one of the hanging groupers, and he'll open it up. The innards slosh out over the floor, and they lap at your feet before all of it just recedes down into the grates. I need a luck roll as he does this.
God damn it.
Cool.
Fail. Bad rolls.
Oh, a 96 for me.
Well, I succeeded.
Silas was maybe hanging back a little bit by the doorway, but Julius and Eli, you're close to Barbosa, and inside the grouper, there are hundreds of these strange parasites, like long eel things with gasping mouths and spines that run all the way to the end of them. They're just spilling out onto the floor over your shoes, writhing over your feet. Give me sand checks, all of you.
Oh, I extremely succeeded in my sanity roll.
Nice.
I succeeded, only just.
There you go, okay.
That's okay. You're going to lose 1 point for Julius, and since Silas had an extreme success, he might think this is interesting, but not scary or anything like that. And Eli's fairly unaffected.
Can I take Julius's worm bag and grab a few of these things?
Yeah, you can have them.
Like, hey, Julius, can I grab that bag of worms?
Yes, just don't take them all.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the bag of worms. I'm gonna put 2 of them into the bag of worms, and then I'm going to, a little bit before I close this bag of worms, observe what the leeches do with the worms.
Yeah, like I said, they're almost like little eels, but they tear through the worms, devouring them.
So I'm gonna go nope and put the bag down. Sorry you lost the worms there. I'll buy you another bag.
Barbosa bends down and he picks up one of these squealing eels. He'll grab it right below the head so it can't bite him. He'll hold it up into the faint light. You know, between these odd folks, whatever the fuck this is, and those lights, you need to find out what the hell's going on in Edgewater. Bleeker said he'd send his best. The crack of a rifle sounds out as Barbosa's head erupts. It showers the floor with pattering blood. He staggers, he reaches for you, and then he drops. And looking up, you can see one of the windows has been shattered. And beyond that, you can make out a figure leaping down from this tower of crates in the distance. The parasite Barbosa was holding starts to bury itself in his spasming body.
Let's go.
Eli also will run with Silas. Yeah, Julius, are you coming?
Yeah, we're all coming.
How is there not is there a speed roll? Is there a...
So we're in a chase now. You know, we might play a little fast and loose with the chase rules, but let's start with everyone making a con roll.
That's an extreme success. I rolled a 2.
I got a hard success. I rolled a 24.
I'm going to pass this one.
Yes, you are.
Success, 48.
Okay, so Julius maintains his move rate with regular success, which I'm guessing isn't very high.
Probably not. Low dex.
What's your number?
It's 8.
Okay, who got the extreme success?
I did. My move rate is now 9.
Okay, so we're 8 and you're 9.
The three of you sprint outside and into the waning light, and you can glimpse the killer in the distance. Right now, he's clearing the tumbling crates and taking off through a now confused crowd. He's going to make a turn down a dark alley.
And I did not get my gun back, right?
No, your gun got stolen.
Fuck you. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'll use one action to move, and how close am I? I can't see him still.
All right, using an action to run after him and get to the end of the alley, you'll still be able to track him.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, can he communicate to us that he's going down an alley, and is it possible for us to go towards the other end of that alley?
Yeah, like wrap around, kind of?
Yeah, can we go try to head him off?
I think I would indicate that with like a hand motion to Silas, because I would imagine Silas has chased down a fair number of people down dark alleys in the past.
That would be correct.
This seems like in his wheelhouse, so I would just indicate like, I'm sure you can figure out to go cut him off at the pass. And then I guess for my second move, I'm going to continue to chase.
Taking my cue from Eli's motion, I'm going to run down, like, if he went around the dock going one way and there's an alley back here, I would assume that in the front of this stuff, there is a way to just cut and go down to where if he came out, I could see him going down another way. I'm making motions with my arms, and I don't think it makes sense. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You're just looking for the other end of the alley?
Yes.
Okay, you can use your action to do that.
I'm going that way.
Julius, what about you?
I don't think I'm like potentially quick enough to do what Silas is doing. So I think it might be smarter if I just continue sort of like behind on this way. If there's any way I can find something that if I encounter something on either side that I can maybe take and throw or roll on up there to try to get some sort of extra something. It's probably a long shot, but...
Okay, we'll see what you can find following Eli through the kind of this tight crowd in the fish market. It's going to slow both of you down. What do you want to do to push past?
Good crowd too, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to yell, "Everybody out of the way!" And I'm going to throw some flash powder on the ground.
Oh, nice.
To just sort of startle people out.
Amazing. Give me a magic performance skill roll.
Okay. So that's a success with a 39. Basically, I've just got a bunch of they're basically little pouches of paper that have this stuff in them, and then you throw them and they go poof.
Yeah, the bang of the flash powder splits the crowd, and it sends them into this kind of frenzy. They disperse ahead of you, and a path does clear. Julius, you'll also benefit from this. And Silas was just kind of barreling toward the far end of the alley. When he passes the rope maker's shop, there's this like snare of cords and mesh that could potentially tangle around his feet. Wes, give me either a jump or a dex roll to try to navigate like this web of netting.
I'm going to roll dex. Hard success.
You're a dexterous little fuck, aren't you?
Jealous.
You are goddamn right. I gave the 5'5" clown high dex. Yeah.
Yeah, Silas sees the end of the alley now, and I'm going to make a roll for the person you're pursuing. Yeah, no problem here. Eli and Julius, you see them push a sailor out of the way as they keep running straight ahead.
Okay. Am I gaining on them, or are we?
You are, but they've still got maybe 20 yards on you. Yeah, and when you pass through the sailor who got pushed, he's clearly drunk, trying to regain his balance, and he swings wildly at you. What's your problem, pal? I need to teach you some manners.
I'm dodging.
You're dodging, okay.
Because I've never gotten to dodge in the history of this podcast.
It's very true.
And I would like to try it, even though
this.
My dodge skill is not great.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
I got punched in the face.
Oh, he does take a penalty die since he's drunk and, disoriented.
Okay.
Oops. Still got 23. Let's see. That is 3 damage on the punch. Julius is close behind and is going to see Eli get sucker punched. And the staggering drunk sailor turns into you, like really surprised to see a second mugger.
Okay.
You ain't getting my gold tooth.
I don't want to throw him to death. I just do want to do like a shove to like knock him off balance more so. Like,
I love that your character you have to like caveat, I don't want to throw him to death.
Yeah, from the jump.
Yeah, from last time when he said he didn't care what happened.
When he accidentally death threw that dude.
For first time playing.
All right, well, he is a sailor. He's going to fight back, but he still does have that penalty die. Oh, he's rolling really well. Give me a fighting brawl roll for Julius.
Okay, yep. Let's see, fighting brawl. Let's do it.
Come on.
Dang, extreme.
Yes, extreme.
Wow, yeah, that's going to beat his hard success.
Wait a minute. Throw him to death.
Hell yeah. Did you just throw him to death?
Good.
What's the damage on your shove?
Oh, yeah, D3 plus my damage bonus.
Which is
a D4. D3 plus a D4. Full 7, and then this 2, so 9.
You turned him into mist.
We can leave it ambiguous, London, for Julius, but he's knocked out cold. Julius shoved him really hard into solid brick, and you will hear the sound of his skull cracking.
Fuck! Why does this always happen?
He slumps down. There's a smear of blood running down the wall.
As Eli continues running down the alley, he casts a little glance over his shoulder like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So let's turn the chase back to Silas, who's going to come into view for everyone else. What are you doing?
There's nothing fancy to do. I want to catch this guy, so I want to get to him first. So I'm running.
Yeah, so Silas sees Barbosa's attacker running toward a wagon. The wagon's blocking the alley, and he's trying to evade Eli, who's caught up to him now. And he looks like he's going to try to slide under the wagon. I'm going to roll for him, but what's Eli doing?
How close am I?
Maybe 10 yards now.
Can I run close enough with one move that I can throw a throwing knife with the other?
Yeah, you can.
Then I will do that. I'll run towards him, and then I want to throw a knife at him. I'm just trying to...
Gonna hit him in the leg?
I don't think these knives don't really do, like, lethal damage.
Yeah, give it a whirl. I'm glad my reputation as keeper has everyone specifying in advance, like, I am not trying to kill this guy.
Well, no, I would be fine with killing him. I'm aware that Eli's probably never going to actually kill anybody except snakes because his knives don't do a lot of damage. Okay, so I throw, and that's a success at a 44. 1 damage.
Perfect.
It's exactly what I was going for.
All right, the knife sticks into his calf, and he goes sprawling onto the dock.
Perfect.
Silas, you've rounded the corner, and you see your prey painfully collapse on the opposite side of the wagon, along with an obviously dead sailor lying in the middle of the alley.
Holy shit. Remind me to never piss you off, Julius.
No, he's actually great at killing people. He's bad at not killing people.
You kill people.
You're always bad at rolling until it comes time to fight some random dude.
Until it comes time to fight an innocent.
The killer crawls backward. He pulls the knife from his leg, and he's trying to find his feet until he notices Silas is blocking his way. He stares at you with large, unblinking eyes. He looks odd and almost like he's sick too, like Barbosa was. His skin is wet to the touch.
Eli's going to pick up the throwing knife that dude just dropped on the ground, grab him by the shirt, and say, "Who are you, you son of a bitch?"
Okay, give me an intimidate roll.
Perhaps I can get my friend here to shove you lightly into a wall.
Oh, yeah, I'll let Julius make the roll.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Kill him with a look.
Intimidate him to death.
The guy just goes, psst.
Hard success.
Who are you working for?
No need to get involved now. It's done. We'll all be better off if you just forget this. Barbosa saw too much. Maybe it's not too late for you.
I'm going to let Silas continue this interrogation. It seems like it's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, it kind of is. I've got fast talk and psychology and intimidate and
also just like a historic background of intimidating dudes in dark alleys.
I'm going to take my Bowie knife. Well, first I'm going to grab him by the lapel from Eli and shove him into the wagon. I'm going to take my Bowie knife and tap it on his forehead a couple of times. And just kind of go like, maybe you should tell us a little more about what Barbosa saw. And then slowly slide that Bowie knife down to his throat and put it right up against it.
Listen.
I'm listening. You should be talking.
You should talk to somebody else. I'm not the one. Woodrow ordered this. I can't.
Who's Woodrow? Tell me more about Woodrow.
From the Amber Rose, you could go there. You find him, you talk to him. Woodrow Grimes, he's in charge.
And Silas can give me a psychology roll.
You got it. Hard success, 18.
Yeah, he keeps looking back at Julius like he's more afraid of him than that big knife you have.
Uh-huh. It's fair that you're afraid of my friend here. He could crush you with 2 of his fingers.
He's horrifying, really, honestly. It's terrifying to me.
I could drain your blood before he gets to you, so why don't you tell me a little bit more of the truth about Woodrow?
Woodrow Grimes. He answers to someone named the Bourbon. Barbosa saw us coming out of the sea.
The killer's jaw drops open as his skin quickly festers, frothing at the mouth. He's panicking. He's pulling at his peeling face before his gullet bursts out, spilling parasites across the dock.
Uh-huh.
Strap in. You're in the race with F1 TV Premium. See what the race director sees with custom multi-view. Watch every jaw-dropping moment in live 4K UHD. Across up to 6 screens, uninterrupted. Experience ultimate live immersion with F1 TV Premium. Available on selected devices.
Do you remember the brand that popped up while you were scrolling your social feed? No? But I bet you remember who sponsors your favorite podcast. That's because 74% of listeners recall the brands they hear when listening to podcasts. If you want your business to be top of mind, podcast advertising with Acast is the way to go. Book your campaign today by visiting go.acast.com/ads.
Thank you for listening to Ain't Slayed Nobody. For ad-free episodes, lots of bonus content, and special programming, please join our wolf pack at patreon.com/ain'tslayed or subscribe to Ain't Slayed Nobody Plus at Apple Podcasts. Nothing helps the show more than becoming a subscriber. See our show notes for full credits and help us grow by posting friendly reviews and spreading the word to your friends and followers. Thank you, and good luck out there.